YouTube? We are back with some more Matchplay commentary for y'all. I'm joined by the brother from another mother, the Highwayman, TJ.
Do you think Pyramidimon feels what like Van Grimm, the Thing, but from the like OG Fantastic Four movies when he's on the bridge and he's trying to pick up the ring that his fiance leaves on the bridge,
no.
and Pyramidi's just like, do you think Pyramidi has a similar issue where he just like he can't grab the ring? And for anyone who knows what I'm talking about, you instantly just had like a little bit of trauma hit you, and I'm sorry.
That's how I'm feeling right now. I'm so sad.
Or you're a sick and twisted individual who laughed at that, which, well, you self-reported. Congratulations.
Speaking of which, actually, before we hop into the video itself, remember when Dobby died in Harry Potter? I think it was like the second part of the last
film. Wow! Spoilers! All right, I know the movie might be a decade old now, but come on! What are we doing here?
I saw in the movie theater, and I was the only one who let out a little laugh, and everybody I think wanted to like.
That's
kill
crazy.
Me. I know.
That's crazy. No, you deserve that. You deserve that. Everyone, Dobby was a good elf. All right, Dobby was a great elf. Okay,
but anywho's, before we talk about my war crimes over here,
matches.
I know. Oh my. We've got, speaking of matches, we've got you and Anthony going up against it. Anthony's on the left playing Tyrant, and you are on the right playing Dinomon. You've been having a lot of fun. It's been good to see. It's been like a good refresher to see you like having fun with the deck. You've been doing really well with it too. So yeah, I'm happy for you. I'm happy you found something that you enjoy playing.
Dino is surprisingly good.
Yeah.
And I learned more and more about how good it can do things. Every time I play it, sorry, I'm dying. I'm just thinking about Dobby right now. But it's extremely fun, and it's definitely been just a breath of fresh air into the game for me because I have not had a deck that I've clicked with in a while. I feel like, at least not really, and I really clicked with this.
Yeah. But yeah, like let us know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Check out our socials, which are also linked in the video description, along with instructions on how to become a member. And lastly, hit that like and subscribe button if you're enjoying the content and having fun with us. But without further ado, let's hop right into the round over here.
No, Dinomon. I say Pyramid. Sorry, it's because I'm working on the deck profile. My brain. Anyways. No, Dino it has so many like surprise protections that just kind of just mess up certain decks where it's just like, oh, I actually can't answer this.
Yeah.
It's really surprising what you can do with it. So I just start building a stack in the back. Anthony just sort of trying to look for some pieces. Looks like he's just missing some things. Does instantly find a Tyrant, which is terrifying.
Yeah. You drop a Garnet. You can go ahead and search. You pick up the Agu Searcher and call it a day.
Yeah, I just wanted I only had one other rookie.
Oh.
Or sorry, the only rookie I had was that little fellow there. So I was like, I need another rookie in hand to be able to do things.
All right, so
drops an Izzy.
Kokabu is a big guy. Hits a Garnet. Go ahead and push up. You can start to do some wonky things here.
Yeah, this is I've realized now that I'm realizing in the moment, like, oh, this is a bit of an early push for me. I don't have any resources to really do the things that I need to do here properly. So I'm trying to decide how I want to do things. I go ahead, I Evo into Metal Terreno. On Evo, I suspend myself to give myself the protections because I'm like, oh shoot, I kind of messed this up. Crack the other one, Garnet. Play an Agu Searcher.
There's a
top
Dino.
4. I do find a Ryotaro and a Dino. Yeah, because I realized I didn't have a Dino, so it was kind of silly of me to do what I just did. I also should have swung over the Kokabu and then Evo'd into Metal Terreno. But
sure.
That was, I got lucky. I was able to find my way out of it. I could have just been a little bit more memory efficient probably if I didn't do that. But yeah, just scramble, get the scramble set up, go into Dino, play the board. I'm feeling pretty good at this point.
Yeah. Anthony drops a training, picks up a Mega Kabuteri or Metal Mega Kabuteri.
If he was Mega Kabuteri, and then goes to Medieval Gallant. Yeah, so he was kind of like, he realized like he couldn't really answer my stack because of the protections and the DP boost, so he just sort of opted to build in the back.
Yeah.
I start building in the front. Just drop
go into Tyranno to drop the Rutaro. He will crack his green memory boost to go up to 5. And we'll use the training to go into a Blade Kuwaga, giving himself plus 3k. And I've always wanted to like put together Tyrant and just mess around with it, but I just don't want to splash the cash on those promos. Because they're going for like 35 a pop right now.
Yeah, it's pretty pricey for the promos. And admittedly, like, the deck is cool. It does some neat things. There's a deck I was interested in. It's probably the best green deck right now. Like, honestly, I would say that. Because like, I wouldn't call like Dinomon a green deck. Dinomon's very much a red deck, just with some green effects, but it's mostly a red deck.
Ooh, Digizorp to Argo. So you suspend itself, you reduce the Digivolution cost by 3. And then you go into the Tyrant here for the full 6. Go ahead and use Tyrant effect to, looks like, play out a Kabuterimon.
Kuwaga.
Or Kuwaga.
To make sure I can't, which just locks in my Dinomon. It can't unsuspend, so.
Sure.
Chucks me the 1. It was really good. I will gain a memory off for Yutaro, which I remember in a second here. I'm just debating if I want to push up or not.
Right.
Just like my options, like seeing if there's a way I could like actually clear anything or do anything worth it. I opt not to gain the memory, and so my Dinomon's stuck. He didn't have anything in hand that he could bottom deck my guy with, so at least not with giving me like a load of memory. So
sure,
which is pretty good. I'm just sitting here debating how I want to do things.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're still in a good spot. Okay.
Yeah, so I just have to Trident Gaia here. I'm just like, I just need to get this Tyrant off the board now. I trash security off doing that, which does trash a Grand Kuwaga Ace, which is pretty good knowledge for me.
What's the exact wording on Trident Gaia?
Pop the highest DP.
Oh.
Pop one of your opponent's Digimon with the highest DP. Sure. If it has 13k or more, you trash top card of your opponent's security stat.
Gotcha. It's not bad.
It's very good. It's probably one of the best red removal options in the game, in my opinion.
Might have to pump that into Galaxy.
Yeah, you can. And then it's just like it's nice because there's so much Digimon effect protection right now.
Right. Right. Especially
that
with
it's just
Gallant running around.
And yeah, exactly. And I think a lot of people need to kind of get into the habit of like you need to have security bombs right now. You need to have security bombs or some big bomb, unless your deck has actual ways of playing around those effects, like can DP climb high enough, can prevent your opponent from doing things, etc. But against like Tyrant, there's no answers usually outside of like either DP climbing or having a really powerful option.
Right.
So I have just one Trident Gaia in there. I want to put it back to 2, to be honest. But the 1 has come up clutch for me almost every game I play against anything with Digimon effect protection. I use it.
Sure.
Because it's just good. It's just a good effect.
While we've been talking about Trident Gaia, which is also pretty good, is Anthony's been able to climb all the way back up to a Tyrant. We've got a Kokabu on the field along with a Metal Life. Granted, he did have to give you 6 memory.
Yeah, he gave me a lot of memory. I'm trying to see how big his guy is right now. I opt to just stay him back. And I'm just trying to think of like how to control board, because I know he can redirect me.
Right.
I'm just deciding how I want to do things. I know I can clear the Kokabu off the swing. I gain the memory off for Yutaro because I stayed in the back. And the Metal Life Kuwaga is only 7k. So if if he does redirect me and I Fortitude, I can pop the Metal Life. So I can clear everything except for the Tyrant this turn, which is pretty good for me. Assuming he redirects or I die in security. So I just clear the Kokabu off the swing thanks to the Koromon egg.
And then looks like he's debating if he wants to redirect. He will end up redirecting here. You do Fortitude out to pop the Metal Life. Tuck an X antibody underneath to have Fortitude go live once again.
And I'm still sitting on loads of memory, so I just opt to go ahead, just drop an Agu, get some search going, grab a Tyranno, which I was missing, I believe. Bottom deck the other 2.
Boy.
Yeah, go ahead and Evo into that Tyranno. And I recognize that he's going to go to 3 regardless. I don't really have any means of doing anything about it, so I just Evo and then I just drop another Ryutaro just to make sure that like, if a Grand Kuwaga hits the board this turn, I have another Ryutaro good to go.
For sure.
Because I want to be able to do my full combo.
Tyrant swings, you go ahead and Fortitude once again to pop the Lopmon. Man, Dino's so good.
Yeah. Quick addendum here though. My Dinomon should not be suspended. I had to pop lowest DP suspended Digimon on my opponent's side of the board, so I should not have suspended myself. I suspended the Lotmon to pop it, so my Dinomon should not be suspended. I don't believe it matters because he already did his swing.
Sure.
At this point.
Sure.
But just something to keep in mind is that my suspension should not have mattered here. Well, actually, no, it might have mattered because he had a Medieval Gallon in hand, so he could have suspended both of my Digimon to clear me.
We drop a Blade for 4, pass over. You gain 2 memory off of the Rutaros, and you're able to start off at 3, which is not bad. Dropping that second Ryotaro was definitely a good call. It's just good value either way.
Yeah,
if it gets rid of, you get memory gain. If he doesn't get rid of it, you're basically at a memory setter right now. Yeah. You go into Tyranno X, which is pretty good.
I gained a plus 3k off of starter main thanks to the Tyranno. I have plus 2k in inherits, so I'm sitting at plus 5k basically under whatever I evo. His Tyrant is only 17, which is pretty good for me. I drop an Agu because I am missing pieces, but luckily I don't really care about memory at this point. I just need to be able to find my pieces. I find the second Dinomon that I'm missing, which is good. So at this point, I'm just debating how I want to do things.
Yeah. Especially with the 2 Ryutaros on board, you can, if you sequence it right, you're in a good spot, right?
Yeah, which I don't need the second Ryutaro at this point. I mean, it was good. The memory was needed, but I don't need it to evo right now, thanks to Tyranno X. So I'm just clarifying. He's at 17k. I'm doing the math in my head.
You'll get there. I believe in you. Yep. So you will declare the swing. You go into the Metal Tyranno. Suspend the Rutaro to go into Dinomon. Go ahead and
Dinomon
pop the Blade.
Suspended. And then I'm 18k. So I will trash top card of security and then pierce through for 2 checks. Which I trash a HPD, which is pretty huge, and then Anthony just scoops. So we go next.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Yeah, I need to work on making sure I remember the house. I definitely did better today.
Yeah.
But I'm not used to like green suspending stuff, and like I need to get that in my head more. So that was a misplay on my part. That might have affected things because he could have played Medieval Gallant, cleared my Dinomon, but then I could have scrambled and got the Dinomon back and had the cards I needed to do everything. So it might have still resolved pretty similarly, but
that's where the practice comes in, you know. Practice,
for
reps, and just like getting used to things. I do like the Trident guy the more that I think about it. And I agree with you too. You know, I think there's, like you said, there's so many Digimon out there right now that are just immune to Digimon effects, which makes it, like you said, very, very necessary to have at least one security bomb if you can fit it in your deck. There's definitely some decks out there that are very much like, let's just go fast. We don't care about removal. But I think if you're playing sort of like the late game, right, and you can anticipate stuff going a little bit later, having at least one in there never hurts. Never hurts.
Right.
All right. So you have an Uko, which is pretty good. You draw for the Koromon since it hit the Medieval Gallant, which is a good card to get rid of. And then you drop a Rutaro. Not bad. And then Anthony just responds with his own Izzy. You climb into a Tyranno in the back. You drop a Garnet, which, I mean, you're cooking right now.
Yeah, I'm just finding some good sources. I can grab the Metal Tyranno here if I need it because I can grab a black card. So I'll go ahead and pick that up.
Good. We see a Tento get played out, and then we go Blade Kuwaga. Blade Kuwaga's a big 7k guy. And you're off at 2 memory. Maybe 3.
Anthony, I think, trying to force me to push up a little bit to respond to something here, which I get the memory off for Taro. And so at this point, I'm deciding.
You're fine to just wait.
Yeah, so actually, what I do is I leave in the back. I want to clear that Blade Kuwaga because I don't want too much aggression to get pushed through just yet. So I go ahead, play the Yagu, pop the Garnet, go into this Tyranno for 2, gain plus 8k until the end of Anthony's turn.
I see where this is going.
and
Yep.
then I EO into Master Tyranno, suspend myself, and then I just delete something with 8 KDP or less, so I just pop that.
Very nice.
So,
Well
and this is pretty good for
played.
me. I have Fortitude, Master Tyranno out, ready to go, who has Retail on him as well. I have a Tyranno in the back that's good to do things. Yeah, I felt pretty confident at this point. Like, I was feeling pretty good about just like the board state that I was able to push to.
Speaking of Dinomon being strong, I mean, it got top 16 today, I believe, in Oceania, if I'm not mistaken.
Honestly, it does not surprise me. If depending on the matchups it sees throughout the day, I genuinely believe the deck is like 1.5. I think it is a high rogue tier deck.
Very nice. Dino Rex. We
Yeah,
got Blitz.
Evo. Blitz for 2 checks at 17.
You good? And then the all turns effect is pretty nasty, right?
Yeah, can't play while Anthony has 1 or more memory. He cannot play Digimon with 6,000 DP or less. And I have plus 4 KDP.
That's pretty good. So Anthony will go ahead and swing into Dino Rex.
Yeah, but
with
I
retail.
Yeah, which he realizes like, oh shoot, I didn't realize that retail. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a little it was a little bit of a misplay on his part, unfortunately. But I don't really have anything just yet. I'm missing Tyranno X. I don't have Ryutaros. I'm missing Dinomon, I think, as well.
Sure.
So I am just kind of like stuck.
Yeah.
At the moment.
He's forced to climb all the way back up.
Yeah. Like I at least have like kind of a little bit of a loaded gun in the back, like ready to go as soon as I see my pieces. I just need to see them. And Anthony, unfortunately, does not have a rookie, so he does just drop a Kabuterimon for 4. And at this point, I'm just debating if I want to push up and try and control the board a bit.
That wouldn't hurt.
Behind.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, you stay in the back to keep things just steady. Because I mean, I think that makes sense. You're not gonna go for game here. You're aiming just for board control. I think you can do the same exact play that you did last time.
I do go into Tyranno X here because I do find it. So I am like plus, what is that? Plus 7K.
Yeah. So he's a big
right now.
13K, and then
yeah, I swing
Metal
raid
Tyranno
into that boy, and then yeah, go Metal Tyranno off the swing, and he's
crash
14.
top. Or no, you pierce through. Crash top.
Yeah, pierce through.
Pierce through.
Just pierces. Yeah.
And then
and he just drops a Quagga to keep me suspended.
it
So
looks like you're just gonna go medieval here, which I think is fair.
Yeah, just evil medieval on Evo. Just suspend, pop it.
I think people forget that you can just Evo into medieval too, which is also crazy because he's a 3-cost Evo. He's not even that expensive of an Evo.
No, he's very good. And this is a misplay on my part. I forgot that I just forgot my alt turns. I forgot that it's just I can do it. So I could have popped the Kokabu, but wouldn't hit the board. I don't do it. And then this is me realizing it now. I'm like, wait, I could have popped it. I'm like reading it. I'm like, oh, son of a. So misplay on my part. Where I'm just like, oh, I should have just had this game kind of like in the bag at this point.
Digizorb into Argo, which is always pretty
just
good. And then we're likely going into a Tyrant here, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh,
he actually goes into Shiva. Will bottom deck medieval because he has 3 or less security.
Yeah. Pretty good.
And my protection effect is not live off of the Metal Tyranno. So at this point, I'm just deciding what I want to do. I'm missing pieces. I still have all my security though. I have him at 1. I'm just clarifying like what he has, like protections from and whatnot. So I just have to fucking read it real quick.
I mean, arguably though, I think you'd much rather see a Shiva Ace on the board as opposed to like a Tyrant, for example. You know?
Yeah, I mean, he has 16K right now. That's more my issue than anything else. I'm just like,
yeah.
oh, I can't really climb over that because I do not have a Dinomon.
Okay.
I don't have Tyranno X. I don't have. I need a Ryutaro. I need a Ryutaro and a Dinomon on board right now. If I had both those, I'd be.
Sure.
Or sorry, Ryutaro and a Tyranno X, that'd be good.
Yeah.
I think I was missing Ryu. Or or maybe I have him and I just stand back.
I think you're staying back here. There's no harm in it, you know? I mean, you've got 5 security to his 1. You probably got time to set up. Yeah. Okay.
Garnet here. Yeah, grab the Tyranno X. That's what I was missing.
That's good. And then
checking my trash just to see like how many other Tyranno X I
there you
have
go.
left in
You just
deck.
drop the Tamer for 3, and I think you're set up for a good turn next turn.
Yeah. So at this point, I'm just like, okay, cool. I'm set up. I'm good to go. I should be able to clear board next turn. As long as he doesn't climb higher than 20k. Or higher than 18k, rather.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, he goes Tyrant. We'll go ahead and play the Tento.
Oh, no.
And does hit a Tyrant guy, so I pop it, steal memory, and Anthony's like, yeah, that's it. So he just scoops. Yeah, because I mean, the memories have to go back over. I would just push up, I clear the Tento, and then I'm able to just kind of start going in. It's hard for him.
Trident guy.
So yeah, a little bit of a misplay in that game 1, but I think game 2 was pretty clean. I don't think I misplayed anything there.
No, it's pretty clean.
But overall, it was good. It was a good matchup. I definitely I can see how it's hard for Tyrant because I am able to clap back pretty hard. But that being said, I still have to like work to navigate Tyrant's routes. And like if he sees Grand Quagus a couple more times and pops my Ryutaro, my life is definitely a lot harder.
Right. Yeah, Trident guy has a good card. Holy moly, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it came up huge this match. It did a lot of work for me.
Might have to test that out at Eagles tomorrow. Anywho's, well, thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And hopefully we catch you on that next video. Bye-bye.
Bye.